How you doing? I wanted to take a second and talk to you about our overtime policy. Although overtime is most definitely always available, we've had to adopt a new policy for overtime utilization that requires written authorization for any and all overtime requests. By working any unauthorized, that being overtime that is not approved in writing, you are fully waiving your right to seek restitution or renounce your claim to all said owed funds due to you that would have been paid out in overtime. In short, any and all overtime claimed without written permission from management shall be considered unauthorized and shall not be paid out to you. All overtime requests should be addressed towards myself and shall also be granted based on the operational needs of the company at the time of your request. Any overtime generated by working late shall also need to be approved prior to the end of your original shift ending time. I'm willing to accept requests from overtime from dispatchers on drivers' behalf if you're too busy to make a call or text me. So when I'm give you an example here. You come into work at 8 p.m. for your shift that ends at 4 a.m., but we're in the middle of pulling a ton of cars and you want to stay late to help finish pulling the cars that we've had in front of assigned property. If your work ends at 5 a.m. and you went over your by 1 hour, it's acceptable, just an hour. We're pulling a ton of cars, we understand. As long as you'd reached out for approval at least 1 hour prior to, so in this case, 3 o'clock, prior to the end of your shift, we would probably more than likely approval. Otherwise, if you didn't reach out and you just worked the extra hour, then we would not more than likely not pay this out. Please request permission to stay late, and at, like I said, an hour before your shift. I'm always available. I always answer my phone 24/7. Simply put, if you choose to work overtime, send a text, send an email asking for the authorization from me or anybody else in management. You can make a phone call to request additional overtime. However, please make sure that it's followed up by a text or email, as it will stop any confusions and make sure you get paid for the hours that you worked. So remember, guys, overtime's great. Let's just make sure we get it approved and get it worked on so we can all get paid for it.